Hello students. Dear students, today I am going to explain you one of the very important poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Because as per your syllabus, this is one of the very easy, simple to understand poem, but is quite important on behalf of your board examination. Now, let us first talk about the writer, because things will become more clear to you if you will understand about the writer. Edwina Rich was an American poet, essayist, and feminist. Feminist means the people who are only talking about the female gender. Feminist means something which is only related to the female gender of the society. And civic right activist. That means a poet who has written about the essays about famines, poems, and she herself had a troubled marriage and adds an autobiographical touch to this poem. This poet has also lived a very harsh married life. She also faced some difficulties into her married life. And that is why she thought of describing such a poem which not only could depict her situation but can also talk about the problems faced by all the female genders after marriage. She, through this poem, has tried to show that how married life brings changes into the life of a woman. And by her experiences, she has described this. Now, I'm going to explain this stanza wise. There are only 3 stanzas into the poem. And the first stanza says that there are tigers which are created by Aunt Jennifer's. She has embroidered them on a piece of a cloth which can be understood and thought that maybe she has embroidered them on some curtains and they are hanging and they are moving. Tigers, because I've been showing that tigers are prancing, they are moving, they are energetic and they are energetically moving. That is only possible when they are hanging like on the curtains and moving with the every movement. And then in this para, the qualities of these tigers have been defined. They are bright yellow color, who live fearlessly into the forest, who are brave and confident, who are even elegant into their looks. These tigers who are not afraid of the men who standing under the tree. The men is representing here the male gender. The men is representing here the strength of the society, and those tigers whom she has created are not afraid of anybody. Now, talking about the second para of the poetry, in the second paragraph it has been defined that we find that Aunt Jennifer is embroidering something. She's sitting and she's doing some embroidery. And she finds that her fingers are fluttering through the wool because of the nervousness, due to the fear of her husband, because of her mental and physical suppression, because she is being physically and mentally weak. That is why we are able to find that she finds it even hard to pull the ivory needle. The needle which does not have any kind of weight, the needle which does not need any kind of energy to pull, but even she finds it difficult because she is physically weak and mentally suppressed. The wedding band that she is wearing, though I should tell you that the wedding band here is just a symbol which has been used for showing that how the bond of wedding carries together. The wedding band which is being shown here she is wearing on her hand, it appears to be huge in weight, though it is not actually huge in weight. The only problem is that the wedding band shows the responsibilities of her married life, the burden of her married life. The massive weight is an exaggeration. It is just an exaggeration. It's kind of an hyperbole which has been shown, a poetic device which is used here, and represents the bitterness of her married life, and represents that how bitter and bad experiences she has of her married life. Then we move towards the end of the poem, where she explains into the last stanza that in the last stanza she says that a day would come when Aunt Jennifer would die. But because she's representing the whole female gender, so by her death only she would die, not the female gender. That means with her death, these problems which she is facing will not die. They keep on existing. Some other Aunt Jennifer will bear them, will face them. But strangely enough, even death failed to liberate Aunt Jennifer from her fear. And it is quite strange to know that even after her death, the fear of this bond will not go from her, because by her death only she will die. The relation will not die. The relation will still exist. When she lay dead, she still looked ringed. She would still be surrounded. She will still be encircled by her ordeals, by the relation which she has survived for the whole life, by the trouble which she has faced, by the responsibilities which she has lived and served for the whole life. Whereas the tigers she has created will continue to jump, to move. They will always be proud. They'll always be unafraid. They always be fearless. They always be confident. Because she has created them by putting in all those qualities which she wanted to live into her life, which she could not live, and she has given those qualities to those tigers. The poet is striking a contrast between the character of Aunt Jennifer and her tigers out of the poem. The poet just wants to say that how there is a contrast between the tigers which are drawn by her and the kind of life which she has lived. I hope the poem is clear, children, and you will enjoy reading it. Thank you.